experience. Hanoi's winter temperature inversion traps polluted air near the ground like a lid on a pot. Ho Chi Minh City's dry season lacks rain, allowing dust to accumulate over time. Each factor alone is manageable. Together they create a national air quality crisis. Human impact? How pollution shapes daily life. Air pollution in Vietnam isn't just a statistic, it affects real people every day. Hospitals in both cities report annual increases in asthma, respiratory infections, chronic coughing, and allergic symptoms. Parents in Hanoi often check AQI apps before deciding whether their children can go outside. Schools regularly cancel outdoor sports when the air turns hazardous. Office workers wear masks during commutes and rely on air purifiers indoors. One Hanoi mother said her baby begins not by checking the weather, but by checking air quality. Her 8-year-old son has asthma, and winter haze means days of coughing and difficulty breathing. This is increasingly common in urban households. Street vendors, delivery drivers, construction laborers, bad air is unavoidable. A construction worker in Ho Chi Minh City describes some days as breathing warm dust, even while wearing a mask. These experiences paint a picture of a population adapting to pollution rather than escaping it. 4. Economic consequences, the hidden cost of dirty air. Air pollution isn't just a public health crisis. In Hanoi alone, analysts estimate the pollution-related health impacts and lost productivity cost the city the equivalent of 6.3% of the GDP. Tourism is also affected. Visitors expecting blue skies are surprised to find landmarks obscured by haze. Vietnam's strong manufacturing sector can face long-term labor challenges if respiratory illness becomes more widespread. 5. How does Vietnam compare to other countries? Vietnam's pollution fits a familiar pattern seen in rapidly developing economies. And Hanoi now resembles cities like Delhi, Lahore, and Kathmandu during winter haze periods. Ho Chi Minh City experiences conditions similar to Bangkok or Manila in their smog seasons. Does not yet match the cleaner environments of Singapore, Seoul, or Tokyo, which enforce stricter emission standards and rely less on motorbikes. However, this also means Vietnam can learn from successful regional examples, especially China and South Korea, which dramatically improved air quality through strong policy reforms. What is Vietnam doing to fix the problem? There are ongoing efforts, though long-term change will take time. Shift to electric transport, electric buses and e-motorbikes are expanding quickly with support from major local companies. More air quality monitoring. Cities now offer real-time pollution data so citizens can protect themselves better. Stricter rules for construction dust. Projects must cover materials and reduce dust emissions, though enforcement still varies. Metro systems under construction. As Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City expand their metro networks, dependence on motorbikes may gradually fall. Cleaner air behind the haze. Air pollution has become one of the most urgent environmental problems in Vietnam. From the winter smog of Hanoi to the dry season haze in Ho Chi Minh City, millions of people are breathing air far more polluted than global health standards allow. But how serious is the issue? What's causing it and what does it mean for Vietnam's future? Let's break it down. The big picture. How bad is the air? According to global air quality rankings, Vietnam now sits among the 25 most polluted countries in the world. In 2024, the country's average concentration of PM 2.5, the dangerous microscopic dust that penetrates deep into the lungs, reached 28.7 micrograms per cubic meter. That's almost 6 times higher than the safe limit recommended by the World Health Organization. But the national average hides the severity in major cities. Hanoi pollution spikes dramatically due to trapped cold air. On December 2nd, 2025, parts of Hanoi reached an air quality index of 283, categorized as very unhealthy and briefly ranked among the most polluted cities on Earth that morning. Seasonal PM 2.5 levels can exceed 150 micrograms, more than 30 times the Hu Gat Dan. Ho Chi Minh City, pollution peaks during the dry season. PM 2.5 levels often reach 50 to 60 micrograms, roughly 6 times the safe limit. Morning and evening rush hours regularly push AQI readings into the unhealthy range, especially in traffic-heavy districts. These aren't isolated incidents. They repeat year after year. Why is Vietnam struggling with pollution? Vietnam is in the middle of rapid economic growth, urbanization, and industrialization. This progress comes with environmental consequences. Traffic, the biggest contributor. Vietnam has more than 45 million motorbikes, one of the highest densities in the world. Many of these vehicles are old, poorly maintained, and lack modern emission systems. Daily traffic jams in both Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City create a constant cloud of exhaust. Construction, a dusty urban ghost. New roads, skyscrapers, and metro lines are rising across Vietnam, but construction dust is everywhere, and enforcement of dust control regulations is inconsistent. In both cities, construction is one of the top sources of PM10 and PM 2.5. Industrial pollution. Industrial zones in neighboring provinces from steel to bird production release pollutants that are easily carried into urban centers. In Hanoi, northern winds and winter weather push pollution downward instead of dispersing it. Agricultural burning. In northern provinces, burning rice straw after harvest creates massive smoke plumes. Studies show this alone can increase fine dust levels by 20 to 30% during harvest season. Agricultural practices. Programs are encouraging farmers to recycle rice straw instead of burning it. These are promising steps, but Vietnam's air quality challenge remains huge. Conclusion, a critical moment for Vietnam. Air pollution in Vietnam is the result of fast growth, high energy demand, dense populations, and outdated urban infrastructure. But it is also a problem the country can solve with the right long-term strategies. The next decade will decide whether Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City continue to struggle under seasonal haze or evolve into cleaner, healthier, more sustainable megacities. For now, the air remains thick, and the challenge remains urgent. But the path toward clearer skies is becoming clearer too.